Welcome to GeneralWo's Let's Play Napoleon Total War, Series 2, the Egyptian Campaign, Episode 3. In the last episode I took the city of Mahala al-Kubra. Since then not too much has happened. I have put a few reinforcements here, some units are still regaining their strengths. And I put Mr. Desset in Cairo. He's currently over here. To deal with any attackers from the south. And this is exactly what has happened. A revolt has begun in Cairo. And which means that these guys appeared and I have to kill them. And this is to mimic the revolt in Cairo that really took place. Napoleon was busy taking a tour, and religious leaders got the population to pick up arms and resist. And this was a terrible time for Napoleon because he already had the British to deal with in the north and the Arabs and in the east. Luckily I don't have that problem yet. But what Napoleon did is he fought back, and eventually what was left of the rebels was driven into the Great Mosque. Then a thunderstorm started brewing over the city of Cairo, which is very rare considering the desert climate. So the rebels, they saw this as a sign from God telling them to surrender. But Napoleon refused their surrender. He said, God is too late, you began and I will finish it. And he massacred everyone inside the mosque. This is now what I have to do in the game. I have to deal with these rebels. Except they're not trapped in a mosque in the city, they are this army here. I have taken a few units from Cairo and a few units from Mahala al-Kubra. I don't want to move too much of my army down to the south here. I want to take these cities quickly after I've dealt with these rebels. Because as you can see they are very lightly defended. They have 2 professional units and the rest is just armed citizenry. So I want to take those cities quickly. I hope Cairo will stay happy now that I've removed the army.
Monsieur!
I have 2 units of chasseurs à cheval. I have a unit of grenadiers. I have 3 units of fusiliers of line and 2 chasseurs. The general commanding here is Mr. Desset, who was staying in Damanhur, but I put him in Cairo, which is also part of my long-term plans, which I'll explain later when I also have these. They are militia. Because I was doing a raid on this commercial center, but I couldn't actually destroy the building.
Immédiatement!
That was kind of pointless. I'll have them
Prêt à recevoir vos ordres?
have them sit in Cairo. Anyway. Let's attack the rebels.
Fort à la boucherie!
We have a relatively fair battle ahead. My troops are slightly better. I have to deal with 3 units of light cavalry, 2 9-pounder foot artilleries, 1 unit of hussars, irregulars, which, yeah, they're described as a mob of very effective skirmishers, and 4 units of militia. So, let's go to the battlefield. I want to take the hill that's right in front of me. It should be a good spot to shoot at the Mamelukes. Skirmishers in the front, line infantry behind them, and in the back the general for to keep up the morale. And on my right flank I have my 2 chasseurs. I want to take out the general, which is over there. Yeah, let's get this battle started, and I'll skip ahead right to the action. As I'm trying to march my way up the hill, the enemy retreated, and I'm also kind of hindered by all the landscape features. As you can see, I'm having a lot of trouble trying to form a nice coherent line. skirmishers have moved forward. And I'm going to take a few shots. And all that cavalry that's running around there. Keeping my general close. I don't think I'll use him, just, you know, to keep the morale up. Finally within range. I can start shooting. And on my right flank, I'm waiting till the shots are fired. And then I'm charging. There we go. Time to charge. Once again, I'm running in slow motion because these battles get hectic quick. I was waiting before I charged here because I don't want to get too close to the enemy's line. I'm waiting for them to get to me. And it doesn't take long. The initial shots have weakened them sufficiently. They're already routing. And the enemy's main line has retreated again, so they're out of my range. And so I move closer. Yeah, I'm still fighting with the interface here. So time to manually form the line then, instead of moving them as a group. I had retreated those chasseurs you felt earlier, once I had defeated those Mamelukes. Thinking about wiping them out, but I changed my mind and I moved them forward again. That cannon is making a very attractive target sitting there. Not close enough, so I have to move forward a bit more. And my line's busy firing again, but the normal infantry in the rear is still out of range. So I'm going to make them run forward and have my skirmishers do something else. So these guys are going to flank on the left. Again, the landscape is in my way, and the other chasseur guys are going to skirmish on the right. These chasseurs still have not succeeded in destroying the cannon. So, time to move forward.
Sir! Sir! Our general is under attack!
My general has been hit by a bullet, but he's still going strong. On this flank I'm seeing those Mamelukes trying to reinforce the cannon, which is only good, because more units are dropping now that I'm opening fire. And with both units done firing, I charge.
Monsieur?
Skirmishes aren't exactly where I wanted them to go. Oh well. And now very quickly, the enemy general dies, and soon after, his entire army starts routing. Just like that, out of nowhere, I have won. Also I thought, look at the top left, that single unit is still going strong. But at the same time I have to start thinking about cleaning up, because anything I don't kill I have to deal with later. The enemy units are all slowly moving outside of musket range. So, I give the final order to charge.
Infanterie, au rapport.
And I also have my chasseur, which are hopefully fast enough to actually do anything.
État-major des généraux, monsieur.
One volley from my chasseur is enough to cause that one remaining unit to also break. And with that, I am victorious. After mopping up, I am awarded a decisive victory. Unfortunately, I was not successfully mopping up everything. Quite a few have actually survived. Both of our armies were only slightly under 750 men. I lost 53. The enemy lost 527 and now has 214 remain. I'll have to deal with those later to claim my 1000 gold reward. That's it for now. See you next episode.